All right. What's up, guys? What is up? We are here to talk about the WNBA draft. We're here to talk about the results, the final results for the 2024 WNBA draft, guys. So, um, who got number 4? It was the Seattle Storm who came in at number 4. And then number 3 went to the Phoenix Mercury. Who had the second best odds. And number 2 went to the LA Sparks, who had the third best odds. And then number 1 went to the Indiana Fever, who had the first best odds of receiving the 2024 WNBA first round draft pick. And so, without further ado, we know the orders. If Caitlin Clark decides to come out this season, it is a absolute foregone conclusion that the number 1 draft pick will go to the Indiana Fever, and that pick will be Caitlin Clark. I'm almost as certain as I'm almost as certain as steak and gravy is grocery. Steak, gravy, and rice is grocery items, right? So that's how sure I am. Steak, gravy, and rice are sure enough grocery items, and that's how sure I am that Indiana will take Caitlin Clark. Now, if Caitlin Clark don't come out, I don't know what Indiana does. I really don't know. I guess that's to be determined. You don't need a big like Cameron Brink, but you guys better believe I'm going to reshare a lot my Indiana Fever video where I talked about Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark being on the same team. And, I'm excited to see if it happens. You guys know I'm a mega Caitlin Clark fan. You guys know I come to appreciate Aaliyah Boston. I would be very, very excited if it took place. Now, I also say, what if Caitlin stays? Well, that takes away a chance for Indiana to bag another life-changing certified rookie of the year, because I think if they got Caitlin Clark, well, you know what, we're going to talk about that another time, but we just going to stick to the fact that the Fever won the number 1 pick in the draft. We just going to stick to that. And we also going to say, what will the other teams do? LA is kind of in a pickle of the sorts. Phoenix might be a little in a pickle of the sorts. I mean, obviously, Cam Brink would be a game changer as well, and so she's going to come out. She's going to be tremendous for a team. As long as she's healthy, she should be absolutely outstanding of a player for either Seattle, Phoenix, or LA. But yeah, guys, I will be reposting and resharing that Indiana Fever video where I discussed the angle, the scenario of Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark teaming up. And I think it would be great. I'm not going to get too far into it because that's not why we're here. But I will say, if you get the opportunity to add that kind of talent to your team and stack it up on the team that already got Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, Nalissa Smith, you got other talent coming off the bench like Grace Berger, and if you could get Victoria Saxton into the lineup, just get her minutes. It could be coming off the bench, get her feet wet more. This would be a team that you could definitely talk about with a smile, with a good heart. In Indiana, they wouldn't be too far off. But I want to say that congratulations to the Fever on getting that number 1 pick. As a mega Caitlin Clark fan, this was very intense for me. Quite naturally, I wanted to see where she would go. So for me, it was must-see TV. And so initially, you guys, I don't know if y'all know, I didn't want her to go to Phoenix. I didn't want Caitlin. It's not about what I want. I ain't nobody. I definitely ain't nobody that was in the lottery room. But I didn't want Caitlin to really go to Phoenix. I don't want to really get into why. But I will say that Seattle was a long shot for me. My two favorite teams, my choices for her to go would be LA. Obviously, as an Aces fan, I would have loved to see Caitlin over there with De'Erica Hamby. I think it would have just interjected some real juice and pizzazz and some real energy into LA if Caitlin would have been in Hollywood. But Indiana, not too far from home. Potential to be a team that can really do some things. You already got a franchise player in Aaliyah Boston, Rookie of the Year. Indiana is a team that can easily turn around. They lost a lot, but they fought hard last season. And so, I kind of liken Aaliyah Boston to Victor Wembanyama. You see the Spurs struggling, right, with Vic. But you know that he's a great player, and you just feel that he's going to only get greater. And so I feel like that with Aaliyah. I feel like Aaliyah Boston, she definitely has herself a great season. Rookie all-star she was. But I'm not here to really talk too much about the Fever. Just congratulate them. Talk a little bit about Caitlin Clark, because this, she's talked about, all the time, and she could come out. And so I figure, why not talk about the WNBA draft, from a super fan of Caitlin aspect of things, and just being a WNBA fan, a women's college basketball fan, it felt right to talk about, guys. I want to know. I need to know y'all opinion down in the comment section. I need y'all to tell me who y'all want to go first, who should go first, who deserves to. Obviously, I would say Caitlin, wouldn't you? But who do you think should have won the WNBA draft? Obviously, who would you have liked to see win it? And just outside of that, do y'all think Caitlin should come out? Do y'all think she should stay because Indiana won the draft? Is it the perfect time to come out? Y'all let me know. This is RC. As always, it's fun talking to y'all. I got nothing but love for y'all, to my subscribers, to just viewers, to just anybody that just comes on the channel. You love women's basketball. I love you. It's pretty much that simple, guys. We got to stick together, because this is a great game. And that's just the truth about it. But before I get out of here, shout out Jay Jordan. Shout out Creed Love Sports. Shout out Quiet Media. Just shout out all the good people out there talking basketball, NBA and WNBA. It's nothing but love. Shout out to Hannah, the commenter. Hannah, you always in the comment sections going hard. I appreciate you. But with that being said, I'm going to end the video. Like, subscribe, comment. I'm gone, y'all.